session of the final Dusk campaign, D&D adventure. Now pretty much of my own devising, except whatever's in the Dungeon Master's Guide and Xanathar's Guide, because y'all just keep shopping for shit. Gotta run out of gold eventually, and then you'll have to go do something. To recap what happened last time, we have Dents. Take it away, Dents.
We walked around and shopped a lot,
Yep.
and Famous, I think, was trying to get a book or something
Sure.
from the old guy.
Uh-huh.
And then we got bored, so we left and did a bounty for some gold, and we killed a chimera? No,
Hydra,
Hydra.
which we were in the process of harvesting.
And now we're harvesting said Hydra because we totally killed it.
Beautiful.
We're now 9,000 gold richer.
Awesome. Yep.
We only let one baby go.
As far as you know.
As far as we know, we only let one baby go.
I already know that we let more. I thought someone figured out we let more away.
As far as I know, that 9,000 gold is good as is in my pocket.
I mean, it was in it to exterminate. It was just to stop the threat.
Yeah,
which we did.
I mean, it said to kill the Hydra, and we found the Hydra. They didn't say kill its
When
babies.
baby Hydras grow up, they'll be dead because it'll be the end of the world. So it's good.
That's one way to look at it.
It takes so many years for Hydras to grow up. It's not a problem for like another 70 years or so. So not a big deal. NBD.
Really, they might only have 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, what was it? So Destin owed me 1440.
Cool. Are
So
you,
that
are you just taking his cut total, or are you giving him back his cut?
I'm just gonna give him back 360.
All
By the
right.
way, we haven't leveled up yet, right?
No, you were still at 11.
Okay, good. Make sure. I
No,
remember
you don't get to level up for shopping.
Well, we also killed a Hydra.
Yeah, which is CR about
I was like-
4 levels lower than you.
I was saying it's like CR 8 or 7.
To be fair, I don't think I took any damage.
No, I don't believe many people did.
I don't think any of us took any damage.
It has about equal attack bonus,
took
and it
damage.
didn't hit none of you guys. Maybe one person.
I recorded damage, so I guess I took some.
Yeah, I think it bit you.
I took some damage.
One of the 5 attacks I think against you hit.
I took 1 damage. I know that because I hellish rebuked.
That's right. One of the babies bit you.
I was saying it was the baby.
Anywho,
Alright, so what did we harvest off of the Hydra?
you have some blood. You have some teeth. You have skin. Other bits and bobs.
There's no chance there's a dead adventurer in there with a vorpal sword.
You cut open this. Destin cuts open the stomach, and it's mainly just bits of bones and things like that.
Dang.
Lots of various forest critters, swamp critters. There's bits of an alligator in there, but outside of that, nothing. No swords to be found.
Yeah, this isn't Skyrim.
Oh wait, there are 3 copper pieces.
Hooray!
Yeah, we're rich.
I mean, it could eat in someone who had 3 copper pieces on them.
Yeah.
Yep. And the Vorpal.
That's how Skyrim works. I mean D&D. I mean,
Yeah,
my
the
adventure.
the prison
I'm
of
not gonna
vorpal
lie,
sword
if
and die.
If a
That'd be
man
so
died,
sad.
if a man died with a Vorpal sword against a Hydra,
Yeah, that's
I
This,
eat
well-
this Hydra.
That's
This
Although-
Hydra.
That's the thing, though. Vorpal swords are terrible against Hydras.
yeah.
That's more heads being lopped off.
Hooray! I crit. Oh no!
Oh, yeah, that's true. So there could be one.
Now there's 5 heads.
All right.
6.
Anyway, no, you don't find a
Could have
vorpal
been
sword
vorpal
in
sword
his
in there.
stomach.
If you come across a 100-headed Hydra, vorpal sword is definitely.
Can't even move at that point.
Right. So, you guys return to the city. I finished my yawn. You guys collect the
How much
bounty.
do we sell the Hydra parts for?
Do you just sell the parts?
Yeah.
Okay. You sell the Hydra parts. Yeah, type. For 400 gold pieces.
Do we want a party fund or distribute?
How much was it?
400
400?
gold pieces.
400. Let's see.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Party
Or it's
fund.
going in the party fund. Huh?
Party fund.
All right.
Alright, so you guys sell off the Hydra bits, collect the funds. You also, search around the city for the rest of the day, looking for some of the things that you guys mentioned that you wanted as far as like magic items. Found a couple things, there's a couple other things in the shops if you want to hear about them. But
Sure.
you also find, let's see, Ion Stone of Protection, Bag of Holding, someone selling some simple spell scrolls, potions of healing, rope of climbing, and someone has some yoga, yoga, I don't know, Heog's ointments, which is a healing ointment.
Do we have any of the? So how much are the greater healing potions?
Greater healings. Um, I thought there was actually prices for those somewhere, but oh, 200.
Each?
Yeah.
How many? How much if we buy them in bulk?
How many? So you want like a dozen?
I want like
What's bulk?
what you said, 200?
Yeah.
How about like
Tell you what. If you buy 5, the 6th one's free.
done?
All right. So 1,000 GP. 6 potions. 6 greater healing potions.
All right. We now have 10 greater healing potions.
Beautiful. That's nice. Okay. So you guys look around the market, find your things. Go back to the forge, have some other things commissioned to be built. And it's going to be a few days before all these things are completed. So it's going to be, I think it was another 3 days for the forge things and another 4 days for the enchantment. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do for the next few days?
Well, first thing, I hand out greater healing potions to everybody, so everybody gets one.
Hooray.
Uh,
You
so
are too kind.
Should we try?
we'll say that you guys are hanging out at Trevor's apartment,
Oh.
having dinner.
Are we,
Your wife is
are we-
cooking.
are we
Is
gonna
this
try?
still the same day, right?
Yeah, the same day you killed the Hydra.
Okay.
So we can try and find this Moonblade or the Sunblade.
Sunblade and Moonblade.
I have
I
to
think we can get
return.
both.
Sun and moon.
I have
The
to
moon-
return to the headquarters of the Knights of Helm tomorrow.
That's
Wait.
a thing.
Yes.
Where can we find the Moonblade?
They didn't really say where we can
We
find
don't-
it.
We have no idea.
They
And
just
did they
mentioned.
say where we could find the Sunblade?
Nope.
They just mentioned those weapons.
They just mentioned that they exist. Essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna
Also-
go find my dude, my gnome dude.
They also mentioned the Moonblade chooses us or something like that.
Bitch, better choose me.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
think
just
it's
a
something
thing.
about whether it would help us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
go
chooses
find gnome
us.
dude.
Have we
They're
given
gonna go
Gnome
wanna
Dude a
come with
name?
me.
Do we need to give Gnome Dude a name?
I think he
has
had a name.
And his name
Gnome
is?
in the gnome face.
I'm pretty sure he had a name.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Gnome dude.
Nope.
I didn't talk to him. I didn't put it down. I know he had a name though.
I don't think I talked to him.
See, something you all need to learn about my DMing style.
Marathil.
Thank you. um, is that I come up with shit on the spot and then expect you to remember it. I don't keep track of anything.
Yes.
Alright.
Me neither.
Silverstone, eh? That sounds familiar.
Alright. So you go find Marathil. You basically go to his office. He's like leaving or like locking up his office for the night. Ah, twice in one day. What do I owe the pleasure?
Tell me everything you know about the Moonblade and the Sunblade.
Usually a girl buys a guy dinner first.
I'm happy to discuss this over dinner. Let's go.
Okay. He says, hold
I don't
on a
really have a
second.
lot of time though.
By the way,
He,
these are
Uh,
superior healing potions?
greater.
Actually, I think
Great,
Marathil
okay.
is the person that he sent me to.
Really?
The old lady in the woods.
Oh, that is the old lady in the woods.
I can't find his name in my notes or I don't know. Gnome dude. I just asked around for gnome dude.
Alright. He's gonna get a new name now.
Chomsky.
It's pronounced Chomsky.
Uh,
But that's it now. Name is Chomsky.
anyone writing it down?
CHOMSKY.
I'm not writing it. I haven't met the dude.
Someone yell at John to write it.
John, write down Chomsky.
To be fair, I used to write down literally everything, but now I'm doing that in like too many campaigns that I'm tired.
There. Chomsky goes back into his office, pulls out a book, and then closes his office again, relocks it, and follows you. He leads you to a pretty, like, not the wealthiest, dinner in town, but a nice restaurant.
I'm currently staying in a brothel. I can't judge.
And
Oh,
he,
is that true?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's true. So he basically, orders food, and as soon as the food is ordered, he starts to, he opens the book, leaves through the pages. So, you want to know about the blade. Which one you interested in knowing about first, sun or moon?
Did anyone come with me?
You just left. No one ever
No, I
said.
asked. Does anybody want to come with me?
Oh, okay. Well, would anyone like to have gone with her?
I'll come. I like learning about swords.
You have Dance with you.
All right, so I introduced Dents as well.
Pleasure, young man.
Hello.
Sun or moon? Let's go sun first.
Shield.
And then later we can ask about pearl.
Shields or swords?
Gun.
Gun? Ultra sun blades or the normal sun blades? Sorry. What?
Ultra.
Anyway. So. Sun blades were created basically as for the followers of Lythander. They were easy to conceal and provide a radiant energy. They are basically just a hilt that, when activated, create a beam of radiant energy in the shape of a blade. They are fairly rare, but not impossible to find. A lot of them have kind of been lost and are they've been seen throughout history, and they're not legendary artifacts, but they mainly end up in hoards of treasure and for dragons. They're light for adventurers to carry, but easy to lose because if you just drop a hilt, it's a lot harder to find without a blade. There aren't any known ones in this city. There might be some in Waterdeep, but I'd have to make contacts for that. I don't know offhand. But they're pretty powerful. Useful to have in a fight, especially against dark things. Useful for what's coming up. Oh, sorry, you said something?
I said, please do.
Yeah, I will make inquiries as to where these can be located.
And while you're doing that, can you get me a teleportation circle to Waterdeep?
That I could do. I could have that for you in 2 days or so.
As soon as possible would be great.
Now, moon blades. There's some artificing. These These were created by ancient elves. They are they were really only given to elves of high nobility, and their means of creation have long since been lost. Uh, where they even are is lost in themselves. Mostly, most of where they've ended up is kind of unknown. Some have been taken to other planes. Some have been broken, according to history, and some have been locked away in uh, tombs long forgotten. They uh, are designed to be passed down in lineages. So, and each owner contributes some power and ability into the blade itself. So that the longer the lineage, the more powerful the blade.
Do
More.
I know if Enfamith would have a moonblade?
Um. You didn't know your grandfather that well. Um. And he didn't seem to wield any blades. They're. It's based on you know that he has like heraldry, but he kind of created his own like lineage. Um, he was a young druid that didn't have no noble birth, so it's unlikely that him or anyone in his family line would have a moonblade. Not to say that it's impossible, but it's probably unlikely. Um, Basically, over the centuries, blades have kind of faded, but um, there is one that is still known. Uh, and it's, well, believed to be known in any case. There, there is a tomb in the Star Mountains in the middle of the high forest, where its location is unknown to any documentation. But it is said to be the last remaining tomb of a uh, of a noble elven house. They,
Do we know what house?
yes, uh, that, uh, um, House Quinellis. They supposedly once ruled the region that Silver Moon now exists in. They were the highest of high elves that ruled over this land well before humans started to grow in popularity here. And the blade wasn't even handed down by each descendant. It skipped a few generations, but it lasted for a long time. There was a war that that House Quinellis lost, and the final noble son, last known wielder of this Moonblade, uh, basically disappeared, but left behind a note, um, and the note seemed to indicate that he was returning home to his family, which could only mean, which all of his family was dead, which could only mean that he went to this tomb. So, if one were to locate this tomb, that would probably bear you a Moonblade, if you could attune to it. They don't allow just anyone to attune to it. The Moonblade requires elven blood.
Like pure elven blood, or could it be like half?
It's unknown. Some stories say that it requires true elven blood. Some say it's only high elves, although that's not been known to. That's only some of the records. There's one or two indications that bastard sons in the later lineages still could wield a Moonblade, but those are, again, just historical stories. Hard to tell. And it also requires that the wielder of the blade be of noble moral standing, is how most of them have put it. Although
Oh well, I'm out.
the translations are loose on that. Elven to common, there's not always perfect, especially in written translations. But I think in some way the blade determines if you're a good person.
What if they're like a chaotic neutral person?
He kind of leans back and says, the more ruthless or chaotically driven, or maybe not too much chaos. Some of the wielders have been erratic, but most of them are trying to find some kind of good in their deeds.
Okay, well that's me. I'm trying to be good. For the most part.
Well, that's good. Not going to be an easy task to locate this Moonblade, if that is what you seek.
You said we might be able to find the Sunblades easier in Waterdeep.
There might be one in Waterdeep. There could be some in, like I said, Dragon Hordes generally tend to have them now. Ooh. There might be some other place. I could try to track down where some could be.
Yes, please.
But of Moonblades, only one do I know of. That's where it is.
Do I know which one would be more effective
Fine, effective.
against Shar?
They probably would
Or
both be
Agent
quite
Echo.
effective.
Sorry?
They'd probably both be quite effective. The issue with the Moonblade is it's gonna have a number of. Basically, how the Moonblade works is for each of its previous rightful owners, for each of its previous master, it adds a new property. So it could be a +2 finesse blade with a throwing property that also scores crits on the 19 to 20. Like, it could have any number of other things on it.
You just described like my perfect weapon. Stop it.
There's even a 1 in 100 chance that it's a Vorpal sword. Like, the Moonblade could be any number of things. It could have spell storing on it. It could do any number of other things on it. The Sunblade is a +2 radiant blade. That's a very powerful weapon, specifically good against the type of evil you're facing. So, the Moonblade is a legendary weapon. It's something that is very, very powerful. The Sunblades are rare. So they're powerful, but not uncommon.
As many as you can find reliably that we could get our hands on.
Yeah,
Of the Sunblade.
I understand.
And
How
then
much
the
time do I
Moonblade.
have to find these Sunblades?
Couple of days?
That will seriously limit my ability to find as many as I can, but I will find as much as I can as quickly as I possibly can.
Who would I be able to talk to about finding the location of that tomb?
There might be records in the city capital on there, and that they have records and books and tomes and lineages dating back to the beginning of Silvery Moon. They might have something that could lead to it before. So, capital is
Okay.
probably most likely.
Are they still open?
Right now, no.
Okay.
Besides, finish your dinner. Delicious. And it
I
is.
don't have a lot of time.
You should still eat. Eating is important.
Yes, yes.
It is very good food. Whatever you order ends up being delicious, if a little bit small in portion.
Fucking rich people.
He slides the bill over to you. It's 12 gold.
I tell them it was very good, and I pay the 12 gold, even though it hurts me inside.
Alright. Uh, so, what do you and Dents do after? He goes home. He hasn't slept in a couple days, or a day.
All right, Dens, what should we do?
Shrug. Got a full belly. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go back and relay all this information to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, while
And
they're out
ask-
having dinner, what's everyone else doing? Having dinner at Trevork's place?
Probably.
I hunted for my own dinner while they gathered herbs
That's stupid.
or
Okay.
Oh, delicious
the
food. Oh, look at this.
antitoxin and
Mm.
potions.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you make one antitoxin.
Did you come back to the house, Dustin? Or are you still out there hunting?
Yeah, do you bring the food back to Trevork's or do you eat it out in the woods? What are you doing?
Yeah, out in the woods. What else is joining me? I only hunted for one person.
Alright. Do you stay out there for the rest of the night? Or do you come back at any point?
No, that's where my room is out there.
Okay. Just checking to see where everyone is. Alright, so Trevork
My day one's already planned. I'm ready for the next day.
Trevork and Dragon, two of you are
The
eating.
Silverstone, this is great.
I'm glad somebody appreciates it.
What is it?
Don't ask, dear.
Well, as I was saying, we should probably go meet up with the Knights of Helm tomorrow.
Sure, I'll go along with that. All right, maybe I'll do a divination spell right now.
Ooh, what divination spell?
I mean, I can find out within 7 days if Shar, if within 7 days Shar does her, or if the world comes to the end, I can use it to do that. I can ask for a specific question
Okay.
that will occur within this next 7 days.
Which spell are you doing?
Oh, divination.
Oh, just the spell divination?
Yeah, I have divination as a spell.
Oh. It's both a spell and a school.
Yeah, it's a school. I forgot. It's both of those.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, 'cause
I was like,
forgot
I
Tam-
do evocation. Okay, which one? No, I evocate.
I forgot Tam was a divination wizard.
I
Do I
cast
hear, do I hear you, do I
illusion.
hear you first asking this question?
Yeah, I say I'm gonna probably use a divination spell to do this.
Do I hear the question? Is Shar gonna go in and set the thing?
Is Shar gonna, within the next 7 days, is Shar gonna bring an end to the world?
I slapped Trevor.
What?
No spoilers.
What do you mean? No, who are you, River Song? Do you want me to give us a forewarning or not?
Nope.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Pun.
God. What will be the point?
Well, to know if we have 7 days to prepare.
I mean,
I mean, we still have 3 days. If within those 3 days she actually does something, then we're screwed.
I guess. Fine. I guess that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, let's say.
Is there any way you can ask when she's gonna start up the plan, the evil plan, instead?
I could ask like, when is she
Pretty sure that-
like?
I'm
When
pretty
does
sure
she-
the evil plan's been in motion.
Well, I can
Yeah.
ask you, when is she going to act upon her plan? And if it's not within the next 7 days, then we're good. Because they won't tell me it's gonna happen.
Hooray! Yeah, that's fine. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
I'll ask that.
No spoilers.
Okay, what are you asking?
I'll allow it.
I'm asking when is Shard going to enact her plan to completely plunge the world into darkness? And I offer my hammer and some gold. Oh, my smithing hammer. I'm not offering my warhammer.
I see.
I'm gonna have to go in town and shop for a new hammer.
Yeah.
Or a new smithing hammer, at least.
Okay. One more time with the question as you're, offering up your hammer.
What was the question? I was asking, when is Shard going to act on her plan to plunge the world into darkness? It's like tomorrow. Wait, what?
That would be a problem.
Alright. Your hammer on the table, that is your offering.
Hammer and a few gold pieces.
Yep. Starts to, like, rumble. Starts to, like, vibrate on the table.
Uh-oh.
And as it starts to rumble faster and faster, you can see like it start to crack, and like light starts to emanate from it, and it shatters into hundreds of pieces.
Does it shatter or just break?
It shatters.
Okay.
But where the rubble of the hammer itself shatters, kind of falls into a number of dwarven ruins.
Oh. Oh boy.
It says, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Who the hell's Felicia?
New ritual. Who dis? the basically it says uh, the mistress of night shall bring about night in a single fortnight.
Fortnite.
Shot it.
2 weeks.
At this point, Denson, famous, show back up in your place. Fortnite. What's Fortnite?
It's the Fortnite tournament.
Wow.
Well,
You
you
know,
see,
don't-
it's where it's a game where you get dropped into an arena.
It's
Give me my hat back.
Trevor, what does it say?
it's
It says we have a fortnight.
Oh shit! How much is that?
14 days. Or 14
It's
nights.
bi-weekly.
14 nights. Wait, what'd you say about weekly?
Bi-weekly.
Yeah, bi-weekly. There we go.
No, it's not.
I'm joking.
Okay, so we have some time. That's great. So I guess we'll head on over on the 13th day. 23 hours.
Maybe a little bit sooner. We'll see. We'll see whenever we get all our stuff done, and then we'll go.
Speaking of stuff, and then I tell them everything.
Huh. So the Lysander people have a Sunblade.
Wait, we just talked to them.
Yeah, they're looking for a thing.
Yeah, but they were telling us about Sunblade. They didn't tell us they have the Sunblade.
They probably have a Sunblade.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they'll only give it to us if we give them a
If
goddamn
we
symbol.
solve that riddle. Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta solve the riddle.
Fantastic.
So yeah, if you guys can solve that riddle, maybe you can get a Sunblade.
Solve what riddle?
The
The riddle of the Lysander people.
the whole, what is it called? Is it the one who lays at my altar the rifle sign from me? Yeah, take for the leader. Take for your leader the one who lays upon my altar the rifle sign from me. So, yeah. Not only do you get a Sunblade, you'll get to become their leader.
Yep, that's gonna be great.
Why don't we just take their sunblade and lay it on the table?
I feel like they would have thought of that.
I say they said people have been putting stuff on the altar, but we could talk to them again after we talk to the helm.
Yeah. Yes, I think the Knights of Helm will be able to help us. They didn't quite like the idea of Shar.
I don't think many people do.
Yeah, but I think they really don't like her.
Lysander.
All right. So next day. Is there anything else to
Hold
get to?
on.
Okay. What are you still doing this night?
I have to go back and play my.
She has her gig at the
Yeah.
other place.
Okay. Go back
And
and you
also,
play for the night. What else?
1 second.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Star shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me.
So,
It's
what?
not a nightmare, though. Let me.
Okay, that's new.
One second. Let me look at the actual. Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing tonight is, since I can shape the environment of the dream,
Okay.
I'm going to basically offer her what a world would look like if, like, in her happiest terms. And just basically just the soft whisper of, Famous would have helped you. Famous would have helped you. She really liked you. She would have helped you.
I forgot we were doing psychological warfare.
Uh, hmm. So what you're describing is kind of vague and personal. What do you make this environment look like? Because I don't know if you know what she thinks.
I don't need to see it.
Sure.
I'm just saying, like, let's see. So I basically take her dreams
Mm-hmm.
and I layer on top of it the idea that Famous would have helped her.
Okay.
Just very soft suggestion kind of like things.
Mm-hmm.
So like if she's dreaming about something, some person, Famous's face is there. That's helping her.
Mm. Okay.
Something like that. That's it for tonight.
So she doesn't need to do a save.
Nope.
She gets a
Because
full
if I
night's
do it
sleep.
too many times in a row, she's gonna do something.
Interesting. Okay.
And we have 2 weeks.
What's the thing that you have that's next to her?
That's what?
What do you have that's like? I thought you had like a thing that's like a helps to bridge the connection.
Oh, the necklace that she
Nice.
wore.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. So you do your performance, get your free room boards, do your little dream spell.
Specifically, you had said something along the lines of, like, I could see her hair or something stuck in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Next day, if we're all ready for it.
Yeah, now I'm done.
Yes, about time.
Okay. What is Nightmake do?
I rejoin everyone at Trevork's house.
Okay. Does Famous do the same?
I couldn't hear him. What did he say?
He rejoins the people at Trevork's house.
Yeah.
Okay. Trevork, everybody's at your house
Is the door locked?
for breakfast. Trevork, do you even try to lock your door at this point?
Not right now.
It is not locked.
Famous doesn't even check and just assumes.
It's like putting the key in the lock, even though you know it's unlocked.
No, she just walks right in.
Oh, okay.
If she encounters any resistance, she will unlock
She
it.
Kramers her way through the door. There's an applause break for the there's a applause track that gets played.
Exactly.
cheering. It lasts for a few seconds too long. Everyone's quiet in the room while waiting for the cheering to stop. Alright.
That's just my prestidigitation sound. So it happens every time I enter a room.
Oh my god. I'm gonna do that one day. I'm just gonna be a wizard that just every time he enters a room just prestidigitates clapping. Or ghost sounds clapping. Boom, 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 boom.
If you don't think that Famous just has a constant soundtrack going, you are incorrect.
We haven't heard it, but I'm sure there is. At least it's in their head, if not out loud. Anyway.
If it was out loud, we would have put a stop to that real quick.
What I'm hearing is that you guys want to hear it.
If I hear
No.
clapping when she enters, I what's it called, thaumaturgy, and the door so it slams shut.
The clapping suddenly stops in a gasp. Anyway, what are y'all doing? Besides having breakfast. What y'all talking about?
Talking about going to the, what is it? Knights of Helm?
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Lythander's temple again.
I need to go to the library.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, who's
I would
going
like
where?
to take someone with good int scores.
Wrong
person.
group.
you look around the room.
Our only person with N is gone.
Not enough it, I guess. No.
You actually say out loud, like, I'm looking for a person with high int?
Yep.
That does track with her int
That's
score.
just a weird question, and like, how do I even respond? Like, I'm trying to like put it into words.
Alright, who's the smartest in here? Besides myself. That's what she says.
I believe I'm smarter than you.
I'm pretty sure all our intelligence scores suck.
Mine is not the best.
Destin thinks high of himself. You want to take Destin?
Sure.
What is our highest?
I have a
intelligence score?
-1. If you try and make me do int checks, this isn't going to go well.
Oh, wow, your minus one?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's as good as
Smarter than
Dents as it.
What's
I'm very
Dens's-
wise.
Of me.
Dents, what's your intelligence score?
Um,
So you're saying is you can't do math,
12.
but
Oh.
wow.
What's your wisdom score?
0.
There it is.
I mean, he's not like he's just average.
Hey man, that's actually pretty good. I thought he'd have a negative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm
what?
doing alright.
What's the charisma?
-1.
Okay, there it is. I was like, what's his negative?
Yeah, he plays
That's
dumb,
really
but he's
cool.
not as dumb as he actually thinks he
Yeah,
seems
what
to
the? He's not that stupid.
be.
He's
This is why
actually
it
not that-
makes sense that all these like moments of brilliance make sense to me, because it's like his scores aren't actually that bad. It's like when he has a
Yeah.
good idea and you guys go like, "That's actually a good idea." I was
Good
like,
job, Dance. God damn- He's hiding it from us.
Yeah.
you could take
That's the
Dents with you.
charisma.
Yeah,
not doing
Dance
a
is
really
actually
good-
smart.
He's doing just a bad job of hiding. It's actually pulling off that we think he's dumb.
That's what it is. Like he has a suggestion, but his charisma's so bad we don't think it's a good idea.
Whatever, I'm pretty. It doesn't matter.
Alright.
Can't pretty a book.
I believe I just did.
Wait.
What?
Can
Ask
you?
again.
I don't know how that works.
I'm getting someone else to read it for me.
Oh, you're just pitying a person.
That is.
On second thought,
Oh my god.
what's the rest of you?
You are Molly Ringwald of the group.
Hmm.
What's the rest of you are doing?
We're going to temples.
I'm going to the Knights of Helm. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to go to the Paladins
It seems my choices are
or the
limited.
Platinum Cadre. Maybe.
Fine.
Hopefully.
I'll go read the book.
All right. Good luck with that.
Okay. So,
Where is Dens going?
Yeah, where is Dens going? Where would Dens like to go?
I don't know.
Well, you've
Oh,
got
you
wanna have a-
you've got like
I
two
think-
and a
I
half
think Dan-
options.
We'll go to the library
That's-
just
you
because
wanna-
he
you
likes
wanna-
to read.
He does like
I
reading.
do go to the library.
He
You want
likes
a
learning
cool
about
adventure where
things.
you can meet a dragon, maybe?
I want to be the dragon.
A cool dragon god and cool paladins, or you can go read a book at a crappy library.
I could go with Dragon.
That's right.
Okay.
So the plate users are going one way,
Yeah.
and then everyone else is going the other.
Yes.
No one needs plate armor in a library.
It's true.
Oh, what can I do
That's where
right
the
now
cloppy
to
people
put a
go.
plate armored needed person in a library? Where's my monster manual? Alright.
I'm pretty sure heavy armor people can't go into libraries. It's not allowed. Cloth or nothing.
Too loud.
I just
You
I
must
just
be
feel
this
like,
light to
for some
ride.
reason I pictured ironically like the dragon is like shows up to the library like returning the book that like they borrowed. So just returning the book I borrowed is a good read.
It was
Thank you.
good. I much appreciated the part where the guy ran into the person. It was awesome.
I can't wait for the sequel.
You
I
must
can't
be
wait for the
this
sequel
coffee
till
to
when the
read.
little boy comes back and joins the group.
One day. Can
I
only
feel like
hope.
it's weird that they kill a dragon that's returning a library book. Like, dude, he's just going through his day.
It's just a normal day in a dragon's life. You don't judge. You don't know what a dragon does.
There probably is a dragon in there. He's just not dragon looking. Dragon's polymorph, bro. Alright. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Never mind. I got real excited for a second. Thought those were items. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Before we leave for breakfast, I'm gonna ask Javork if he can do a sending to my grandfather real quick to ask about moonblades
Sure.
and the Elven Noble House Quinellis.
All right. I'm gonna send.
And
Famous
when he
wants
gets
to know.
finished with all of the sending, that grandfather is likely going to continue rambling if he can let me know.
What a sending spell. There's a.
Just do it as setting, please do it as setting. I'm not. I'm gonna have to resend a message. Like, are you still there?
Let me check.
Yeah, I'm
D&D
checking right now.
Beyond. I mean, I don't know if you want druids to have sending either. They do not.
Oh dear God, I'm gonna have to be like, yo, you still there?
You probably don't want him to have sending. It's for the best. Stay a while and listen.
Oh God. You know he dies, right? No, I'm joking.
Leia, stay a while. Yes, but it takes to the third game for him to die.
Does.
That's at least level 15 in this game.
Outlive this all.
Alright. You're sending a message to Infamous.
Literally, it's just gonna say, Famous wants to know about the Moonblade and what was the house again? Look, I think I remember seeing it in chat.
The Elven Noble
Quinellis.
House Quinellis,
Yes.
and where they bury their dead.
Okay.
And if he doesn't know, if he could ask around.
All right. Oh, God.
I, for some reason, I like just imagine him replying with a really like hip, hip like response, like I don't know. Have you tried Google?
Have you tried Google Maps? It's wonderful. I do prefer Waze myself, but there's a lot more social engagement on location oriented things on Google compared to Waze. You can get ratings on all sorts of.
It just cuts off there.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay, let's see how many of this is 25 words.
Oh god damn it.
Was that helpful?
Nope.
Ask him if there's someone else we can talk to.
Could you pass the phone to someone better?
No, wait. Even if he knows there's someone else we can talk to, I don't know them. Remember-
just pass the phone over.
Famous doesn't care.
What do you mean he doesn't care? I can't message them.
That doesn't mean she isn't gonna tell you.
Oh my god. It does nothing for us then. I'm gonna have to message him back and be like, okay. You stopped at their house rolled over.
Do you message back with that?
Yes. Thank god I have spell slots. There is no other phone, unfortunately.
15, 16, 17,
Why is he our only elf friend?
24, 25. That's a great question, Kat.
I'm
Why-
about to message Arlen.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
That's why I
probably
thought of
better
it.
idea.
Doesn't he have a stage background? Can't he
Yeah.
find
Is
that shit
Arlen's
if he doesn't?
character dead?
No, he just left.
No,
Oh.
No,
went home.
Elvis didn't die. He just went home.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. I need to message him again. This is getting good now.
Stay a while and listen to this intriguing tale I can tell in
would tell him-
25 words or more.
I'm gonna tell him the Sylvan of the Wood what?
Is that all you sent back?
Yes. This is getting somewhere. This is getting somewhere.
How many spell slots is this using up? What level spell slots too?
Let's see. Sending is a level 3.
This is amazing.
That's right. More.
I love doing this.
I'm going to assume that last part is it. Wait, didn't he say he was sending someone? That's right, famous sister?
Who doesn't exist?
Oh God, that's right. That's right. You see now.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's 3 level 3 spells already. All right.
I didn't make any of them perfectly useless, but they weren't great either.
All right, we know they are in the Star Mounts. All right. Let's look at this. Wait, does Fibith know the Sylvan that their family is bound to?
What?
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Famous knows literally 0% of her history from that side.
Oh, then that.
It's really funny to me that this is the first time one of my character backstories is actually coming to fruition, and I'm not even playing that character. I'm not even a player in the. I'm a DM.
All right, I'm going to use a spell slot
Okay.
and message him. Where can we get into contact with these Sylvan, or how can we get into contact with these Sylvan? There we go. Where's my spells? This is my last spell slot for today.
Uh.
Nope, we're not doing that. Wait, where is that? Where's the grandfather tree?
Oh, I actually know that one.
All right, is it? It says go to the. He says come to the grandfather tree. All right, I don't know if we have. Oh, we have 2 weeks.
Oh,
How
I don't
far
know
is
how to
it?
get there.
Oh, never mind. We're not doing that.
Wait, you know where it is, but not how to get there?
I know where it is on a map.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it on the map?
She pulls out the map. Or whoever has the map pulls it out, and she points. Points
It's in the high forest.
here.
Where's it? How far? Oh, we're not that far away.
Yeah, not that far away.
Oh wait, how long does that take? How
It's only.
many days travel is that? Now that I look at it, like, wait a minute, this is a big map. Oh dear God! Nope,
It's
we're
not
not
actually
doing
that in miles. It's about 100 miles.
It's 100 miles, Jesus.
How far could I go on the broom per day?
Going at 50.
Full speed.
Uh,
How about we get some
50
horses?
feet. 50 feet around.
Can you like? It'll be 30, no?
By herself. Do you weigh less than 200
Oh,
pounds?
that's true. She has.
I
She
do weigh
definitely
less
weighs
than
less than
200
200 pounds.
So then, 50 feet. I don't know.
There's the D&D travel stuff. Give me a second. Here we go. Movement.
You can do. Apparently, if you can do 50 feet per second, you can do about 34 miles per hour. So full blast, non-stop. You could be there, like flying uninterrupted. You could be there in about 4 or 5 hours.
I could do that in the morning. Get the teleportation circle, go back, grab you guys, and come back. They would have a teleportation circle there, wouldn't they?
At Grandfather Tree,
Mm-hmm.
for the ideas of simplicity, yes, there is one. There's an old one nearby.
I could do that.
We can. Yep. I mean, we want that. Try to get our hands on that Moonblade. That's 100 miles. Well, let's go do our other respective things first, and then we can do that.
Yeah.
Because you still are planning to go to the library anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do our other things first.
Well, what did he say?
All he said was, wait. He said,
Read it verbatim. Read it in his voice. Do it. Do it.
Oh, I can't read it in his voice. Let me see. I have to
Something
sift
about
through
the
this.
star mounds.
Yeah, no, he said that's his his grandfather told him that their house ruled over.
Great grandfather. There's another
great
word in there.
There is so much information. Great grandfather Dayquil told him about it when he was a small child. Their house ruled over the star mounds. And let's see. The Sylvan of the Wood can guide us there?
Did he say how long it was going to take?
No. Literally, I asked him, like, how can we get in contact with the Sylvan? He's like, oh, I thought you never asked. Just come to the grandfather tree in the high forest. It'll introduce you to my family and the blank. So to
The
get that,
star mounds are about as far away as Silvery Moon is from the grandfather tree.
yep. Actually, no, it's shorter.
Only kind of.
It's half of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not exact. And it'll probably take longer.
That's true.
Because one, you'll be traveling through the forest, not over it like she will be. And you'll go into the mountains. You'll have a guide, but that guide will probably be on foot. You don't even know who or what that guide would be.
Exactly. I still don't know who the hell these Sylvan are.
All right, well, first things first, I'm going to go see if I can try and find
The books.
more information about the tombs.
Okay.
All right. The heavy armor users are gonna go do their thing now.
All right. We're gonna take a 5. I need to run to the bathroom.
All right.
So be back in 5.
You've probably seen that like 30 times, Fu.
Seen what? Oh, the thing you sent me. Yeah.
But I loved it and I sent it to you.
What'd you send?
I sent a meme.
Uh,
Bear back, I need a drink.
mm, Hey Trevog, have you ever heard the one about the guy and the girl who walk into the tavern? And they ask the bartender, who was a man by the way, they ask him if he...
I'm never sending him again.
That's the kind of shit you had to put up with if he did have the message spell at his disposal. Sending spell.
Every day until he runs out of spell slots.
Basically.
In the middle of a fight, I get a setting spell like, wait, what? Get smacked in the face.
Not now, old man. I'm a little busy.
Tell that pharmacy is a Walgreens pharmacies too.
And so I told the guy, that's not a penguin, that's my wife.
Oh, god damn it, Kevin's here too.
So small kink in the plan.
Ah.
You said that the forge clerics would make me the broom in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Were you gonna bring that up?
No. I was wondering how you were going to fly there with a broom that you didn't have yet.
How much more money would it be to make a
Make it what?
Faster. I'm assuming that's what she's saying. They're gonna have to stop some of the other projects, aren't they?
No, there's 2 more
Oh, it's
dwarves
more,
available. But it'll cost you another 100.
worth?
Alright. They can have it for you by the end of the day.
I'm labeling that in my notes as broom rush charge.
Sure. Okay. Is everyone here? Counted for?
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, heavy armored dudes. 3 of you head where? First.
Aren't we heading to the Knights of the Helm?
Yes, that is in House Invincible. I believe that is number 11 on the map there, or number 10 actually.
10. Alright. So you guys head there.
Yeah, somewhere around here.
It seems a lot busier today than it was yesterday. Seems like there's a lot more people kind of moving about and with purpose. And you're greeted by the older man that was in that room with you yesterday.
Yeah, I don't remember if they had names. I didn't write down any names.
I don't think any of them had names
Okay,
outside of the leader.
gotcha.
The leader's name. Did the leader introduce himself to you?
I don't have his name written down, but I'm not certain.
That I can tell you. or not. Wait a second. Uh Babrim. Babrim. Corridor. Corridor.
Corridor. All right.
Corridor. The older human walks up to you. Ah, to God. Good to see you again, and you've brought companions.
I have. Is this? This is not the guy that I talked to about.
No, this is the guy that was arguing with the
Yeah.
female knight.
I think the other guy. Who was the other guy? He was younger, right? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
so the other guy was Corridor.
Oh.
There's
Well, that wasn't the guy that I asked about speaking to.
No, that was the half elf brought that up.
Right.
This guy's name. It's Captain Hessoff Graz. He introduces each of himself to both Dents and Trevork that way. How can I be of service?
Yes, I actually would like to speak with one of your half-elf knights, I believe he was. I'm not sure. He was half-elf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pointy-eared humans.
The pointy-eared human.
Okay.
I don't remember his name.
Ianon. Ianon, he's, should be, I should be able to locate him for you. I think he's busy looking to try to find the teleportation circle or making contact with the cadre for you.
Yes.
Let
So
me
he
see
told
if
me
I
to
can
come
locate
back
him.
today.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
And he kind of marches off. Most people pay you no mind. Some people kind of glance over and see, symbol more like they kind of look at your heraldry for your gods if you're displaying them, which usually I don't think both of you are. Um, some of them give like Dents a weird look, but it's pretty fleeting and quick. They just kind of either shrug or just kind of roll their eyes or keep walking.
Rude.
Yeah, very rude.
Is Baron still here?
Do you want to ask around for him?
Sure.
Um,
Hey, you there, person. Where could I find Baron?
yes. Commander Corridor is in the main hall.
Great. Would it be possible for us for you to lead us to him?
Um, is he expecting you?
Don't know. Don't think so.
Well,
Maybe.
uh,
Probably not.
hold on. And he kind of scurries off.
Okay.
I thought they were expecting you.
Well, I'm just coming to speak with the half elf.
Okay.
I mean, the pointy-eared human.
He scurries back, uh, even quickly, and kind of bows to you. Says, I apologize. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. Commander will meet with you now. I'll take you right to him."
Oh, great. Thank you.
And so this young man kind of escorts you to the main hall. It's kind of equipped to be both a temple, but you can see that um, it's like a multi-purpose room for a church. Like it seems like they could kind of change it around for what they need to be doing, either for prayer as temple or strategizing, or they could use it for practice of like combat things like that. Um, so it's like a wide open multi-purpose room that has a lot of different equipment and things off to the sides that are like easily movable here and there. There's at kind of the far end of the room. There's Barum, uh, kind of talking to people. Giving commands, handing out paper to different people. He's got a scribe working beside him, kind of writing things down as he talks. Uh, and two or three people kind of nod to him or salute or bow and kind of move away, and he sees you, smiles, and gestures you over.
Hello again.
Good to see you, Dragon.
Yes, I have brought some of my companions with me.
I see you did.
This
It's
shorter human is Trevork.
It is a pleasure to see you. I don't believe we had the acquaintance, Master Silverstone, but I do know of your work and your families. Quite impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this stone human over here is Dance.
Nice to meet you, Master Dents.
Yeah.
How long have you been in our fair city? Dents? Yep.
Oh, not too long. You just got here, right?
A couple days now, I think.
Yeah.
And how are you finding it? Is it up to your expectations?
I still need to invent fish and chips here, but it seems to be pretty alright.
There's a tavern a few blocks down. Great fish and chips. I'll have to recommend it to you. Perhaps.
Then there's the ladies' college.
Ah, yes, very well informed college, full of master casters for sure. Well, it's a pleasure to see all of you. I take it you're here to see Enon?
Yes.
I'm not sure what he has for you yet, but hopefully it's something. He's quite adept at his communication and divinations.
And
Go ahead.
oh, sorry, I'm kind of breaking up.
Oh,
Internet's.
internet.
Okay,
Uh,
is this
he said
Discord
that
now?
he's quite adept and should be able to find something hopefully for you soon. What did you say?
I was gonna ask about what we discussed before about getting help. Although I think they said they were gonna help.
Well, we're amassing our forces now.
I don't remember.
A lot of people have been thrown to the different corners of the Sword Coast, and some of them we can get back in time, and some of them will be reinforcements for the future. We've had to spread out some other forces to protect some more potentially at risk communities in case things don't go the way we expect them to.
Okay.
That's,
We have knowledge that it will be in about 2 weeks.
and we should not wait that long. I have made different plans for different timelines. I should expect one within 7 to 10 days. Should be the one that we should try to focus on most, which is amassing some forces. But I
agree.
still believe in a small party moving forward and trying to ascertain the nature of whatever hold and base this cult might have, and seeing if they can uh, either undermine or disrupt whatever this cult has going before our main forces move in.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second. I gotta like exit and reconnect
Okay.
BRB.
So, Master Silverstone or Cleric, Morden's son, what title do you prefer?
Trevork is fine.
Vork. Then you may call me Baron. It is a pleasure to actually meet you. How long have you been working in the forges?
Quite a while since I was quite young, but right now I've left that to my son for now, as I go out and adventure.
Yes, well,
I
we all hear that calling at some point in our lives, some earlier,
Yes,
some later.
though it looks like after this I may be returning to the forges soon.
Ah, well, I'm sure the temple would be happy to have you. Your son does good work, though, and he kind of pulls at a sword on his belt, uh, pulls it out, and hands the hilt to you.
Yes, I'm proud of what my son has done so far. Fine craftsmanship.
I had that one commissioned myself. It's actually lighter than uh, most blades. I think he actually included some silver in its composition. See his sigil at the bottom of the pommel there. Cuts true.
Let's inspect it.
Yeah. Good. I don't even know.
I don't know what to roll.
Uh, do you have a crafting proficiency at all? Hell yeah. Um, not the finest work you've ever seen, but good. It's like real. It's professional work. He's right. There is some like silver in it, kind of making it, um, like a little bit lighter than most steel compositions. Um, it's not quite to the point of a finesse weapon. It's a long sword, but it's well crafted, well made. Should last a long time, and it seems like it's being well maintained as well.
Yes, this blade is fine. I see my son might catch up to me soon if I don't go back to the forges.
Yeah, I imagine he might. Be good to have two strong Silverstone Smiths in the city.
I returned the blade to him, and I must commend the user as well. They have been taking care of it.
I my squires constantly ask to take care of my equipment themselves, but I do not trust it. I always from day one of training, I've always been taught to maintain your own tools, and they will serve you well throughout your life.
A good philosophy to hold.
Sure. So, if you are able to find a way to the Platinum Cadre, will you be joining Dragon in his travels?
I will have to see. I will have to think on that. We have many things planned for this.
And is there anything else that, besides providing as much of a battlement as possible, is there anything else that we can do to aid you in your quest?
Not that I can think of, unless you know of some artifacts, which don't have to be weapons. They could be other things that may give us an advantage against a goddess.
Ugh. True gods are hard to get an advantage over.
Yup.
Yep. Understatement.
uh,
I'm not banking on another divine intervention working again.
If you can summon your god to help us fight, that would be very great. I don't think even if I summoned Bahamut, he could defeat Shar.
well, you probably don't want two gods fighting on this plane.
That's gonna be
It would be
cataclysmic.
fun.
At
It'll be
least.
It would be freaking cool looking. But yeah, it's terrible.
A good way to go.
It
Let them fight.
it would be quite powerful, and epic to say the least. We have no artifacts at our own disposal. I'm sorry to say, but I'm curious if you've looked into your own temple's histories.
I am hoping
Well,
to look into that soon.
I'm mainly referring to Trevork.
Hold up, I'm gonna do history roll right now. See if I even would I. How much would I know about that? Let's
History
find
roll.
out. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that right now.
Okay,
No, that's
18's
not
pretty good. Um, Morden is not just a smith; he is a warrior in his own right, wielding the soul hammer. And you do know that uh, there is rumor and myth that centuries ago, for one of his greatest followers, he created a artifact that could be wielded by mortals, um, known as the Hammer of All Souls. And it basically it's like a replica of his own hammer. It's a war hammer that actually can be used as a forge hammer as well. And in uh, in possession of a follower of Morden and a smith and cleric, can be a quite powerful artifact. Powerful both in creating of magical artifacts, as well as or magical weapons and magic items, as well as a great powerful magic item in battle.
All right, let's see. Time to see if I know where to find it, or I'm probably going to library for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna
It's a
look at the
closely guarded secret within your own, like,
yeah.
organization. Like, if there is something um, in like the libraries, it's not going to be anything else besides what you probably already know.
So I have to go through like my own temple, basically.
Yeah, there would probably be, if it does exist in this plane somewhere, it is probably known to only a temple of Morden.
Alrighty. Alright. I'm gonna have to spend some time at my temple doing research later. Lots and lots of research.
Well, if I do hope you come up with something. There's lots of powerful things that your people can create and have created, and if my knowledge of your histories is correct, there's any number of things that could be of service in this coming war, or battle at least. Hope it doesn't get to war.
Where's your temple?
That's where I work.
The forge is also a dual temple in the city.
Oh. Wait, so if they can craft powerful shit, why won't they give us powerful shit?
Oh, they don't. They don't. We don't. I'm pretty sure our temple doesn't have that hammer though. That's the issue.
Yeah, they
Well, that's what I meant. Like, is there a major temple of Morden?
Not in this city. That'll
Right.
be fine.
Does it have a teleportation circle?
I think there's only one in that city, and we used it.
Famous, you're asking if there's a teleportation circle in the major temple of Morden.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, Fameth isn't asking, Chat is.
Okay.
He just hears Fameth in the back of his head going, is there a teleportation circle there?
Probably. All right. So,
if there is, I want to know it.
are there circles there?
I'm so glad you got that reference.
Just the way you said it was perfect. Uh, okay. Eamon kind of stands up next, kind of shows up next to Dragon. Just, walks up to him.
Oh,
Hello, Master Dragonborn.
hello, Enon.
It is good to see you again. You've arrived earlier than expected, but it is fortuitous. I believe I have your circle and have made contact with the cadre.
You beautiful bastard.
They are asking for you to report immediately.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, Dragon.
Master
No,
Dragon,
no.
have you been at the catacombs of the Platin Cadre before?
Yes, it's been a long time, but I have been there.
How did you get out to the Sword Coast?
Teleportation circle. Cool, cool.
I took a boat.
Must have traveled for
Actually-
many years.
Actually, how did I get out? I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm asking you. This is your backstory,
did.
damn it.
I took a teleport. Teleports happen, right? Yeah.
You went with some adventurers, and you got sucked into a teleportation circle on their shenanigans. How about we go with that?
Yeah, didn't I do that? I think I did something like that.
Shenanigans. Alright. Well, yes,
I got
there.
teleported to an island, and then I'm pretty sure we took a boat after that.
Yes. You came from Cholt.
Yes. Sure, yes.
Oh, here we go.
Well, it's there isn't a circle here. You'll have to head back to
Azimuth Temple.
yeah, the Asmith Temple.
We know where that is.
He hands you a small satchel. He says, "This is for payment for using the circle to get out of the city." And the cadre has promised to send payment back for our use for the circle.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. How much is in this? How much is in the pouch?
Do you open it?
Uh, sure. Wait, now I'll ask him how much is the cost of a teleportation circle?
Not right in front of him.
100 gold.
Oh, okay.
There are 10 platinum pieces in there.
Oh, thank you.
He bows to you. He says, "If I may take my leave."
Platinum pieces, very appropriate.
Mm-hmm. He nods to the commander and walks off.
Thank you very much, Ian.
My pleasure,
Goodbye.
Ian. And he kind of disappears into the shadows.
Sneaky.
Our master of communications is a most interesting person.
Yes, the pointy-eared ones always are.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute.
Well, he knows a lot of people, which is quite useful for our organization, both within the Temple of Helm and out. You are not his first dragonborn that he has met, nor
That's
probably
rare.
will you be his last.
That really depends on how this kind of goes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine you'll want to take your leave soon, but please come back and visit any time.
Will do. Thank you. I'll definitely come back and check in to see what progress is being made with the preparation.
Nods to you, and says, "Again, pleasure to meet you, Master Silverstone, and Trevork. My apologies, and you, Dents. You're always welcome at the House Invincible."
That sounds great. I'll keep that in mind.
He smiles at you. He says, "I have to get back to work. Take care." And he kind of goes to talking to the scribe. Now what did the three of you do?
What a bunch of honkies.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I whisper.
Alright. So what do you guys do? Oh, let's skip to the people in the library. The library.
I'm gonna go walk up to the librarian, smile winningly, and say, "I need some help."
Give me a persuasion check. Man, why can't you roll above a 3?
You know what? It's a new day.
It is a new day. That's better. You've added 10 to your roll. So, you walk up, and basically there is a half-orc young man there, long, slick black hair. Got grease in it, kind of keeping it down, and kind of grayish skin, less more gray than green. And he kind of turns around, looks at you, and goes, yeah, sure. What can I do to help you?"
I'm looking for the tomb of the Elven Noble House Cornelis, or anything you could ever tell me about them. And she's just gonna twirl her hair around one finger.
I'll tell whatever you want.
I need you to get me whatever information you can find on it, and as many people involved as you can, because it's kind of important.
Oh, I could do it. I don't need anyone else. I could find whatever you need in the entire library.
Aw, aren't you so helpful?
And he just kind of like stares at you, smiling.
Shouldn't you be going now?
Oh, yeah, right now. Okay, I'll do that. You just wait here. Don't go anywhere, and I will be right back. And he kind of scurries off um, into the library, into the
I look on
stacks.
his desk. Is there anything interesting there?
He is reading about uh, the physics of the multiverse. The book he's on um, the plane of chaos and is reading about how like different physics properties work in that realm. It's a lot of complex arcane and mathematics and stuff that some of it you understand, some of it you really don't.
Cool.
Kind of
Do I
hurts
see
your head a
anybody
little
else
bit.
that looks like they're more in charge?
Um, yeah. You find there's a kind of office that is up a few levels, but that has like a window that oversees all the library, but is the windows is currently shaded.
I'm gonna go up and rap on the window.
Okay. So you go up and go up to the third floor and go up to the window and knock on it. It's uh, a very old face, about 3 feet off the ground, pulls a curtain aside and looks up at you. Kind of glowers. It's a female half elf, probably in her late 70s. She makes a gesture at you. Do you know Drow Sign Language?
I know Elvin.
Then you have no idea what she just gestured at you.
Can I repeat it?
Uh, Give me a performance check. You you gesture it back at her, and she kind of looks at you confused, and then kind of realizes, and she rolls her eyes, and she like kind of points to the other side of her office, and closes the curtain.
Cool. I'm gonna go around to the other side of her office.
Yeah, there's a door there, and uh, yeah, she opens it right as you arrive.
Nightmake, are you with me?
Yeah, Nightwaker, you
Nope, I'm downstairs.
okay?
Okay.
You're waiting for the half orc dude, or are you doing something else?
I'll probably wait for a little bit and then I'll leave because she didn't tell me what she wanted.
I'm gonna just really whisper down to you, be like, hey, can you hang out there? And if he comes back,
No promises.
cool, thanks, bye.
You hear a bunch of people go shh.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a library.
Don't make me get out my bagpipes.
Oh boy,
I'll do it, bitch. I'll do it.
you will be escorted out very quickly.
Depends on the performance check.
Not in the library, it doesn't.
Anyway.
So there is it is a room that is full of different books, and there's like maps on the wall, except where the window is. There's a low to the ground but very large um, wooden desk, and it's mahogany.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
Next.
better not pull out my lightsaber and stab it in two.
Next to the desk is a large stone golem.
I'm gonna salute the golem on my way in.
The golem turns and looks down at you and goes, "Good evening."
Good evening.
He then turns to his to the halfling and makes some gestures at her. She gestures back at the. She looks at you and gestures, and he turns and looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
Can she lip braid?
She nods her head at you.
Okay, just figuring out how slow or how fast I need to go with you.
She gestures. Go as fast as you can. I don't have much time left.
Okay. World's ending. I need to find a moonblade. I need to find the Elven noble house Quinellis' tomb. I sent your dude on the front desk on it, but I doubt he's going to come up with much. He did not seem particularly on it. When it comes to history, looks like physics is more his forte. Any help you can give.
She rolls her eyes. Well, of course that stupid idiot will do anything for a pretty face.
Yeah.
He'll be able to find some things, but most of it will just be stories, history, myths and legends of Quinellis. The Quinellis actual histories have not been well maintained due to their ancient nature. You said you're looking for their tomb and their moonblade?
Yep.
You and every other half-elf wannabe that wishes that they were a true elf. What makes you think you're so different?
I pull out the drop of goddess essence that I have.
He looks at it for a second. What is that?
That is a drop of goddess essence, given to me by Saline.
She just kind of smirks at you, says, "Sure, young lady, of course it is."
Identify it yourself if you'd like to.
Okay, I will. She just puts her hand out. She's putting
Does
her.
she need to touch it to identify it?
She nods.
I let her touch the tiniest little bit of it.
Well, she doesn't.
She
Like
puts it in
as
her
you
eye.
start to uncork it, she goes. She kind of shakes her head. Oh, no, no, no! You don't have to uncork it. I just
Okay.
need to see the vial.
Okay. I yeah, give her the vial.
Okay. It kind of
I
gets
don't trust anybody anymore.
gets nervous. Is like kind of takes it and gestures something to herself. She tries to hide it from the gnome or for the golem, but the golem still says, "Is like, why would anyone who actually had god essence actually uncork this damn thing?" So she puts it up on. She moves some paper aside, and there is a circle there that has some arcane sigilry on it. She puts it there, and it is kind of inlaid with silver. And she starts to. Looks like she's
Does this
mumbling
look
under
good?
her breath, but no words are coming out. And uh, the spell kind of completes with creating an aura around it, and the as she's like looking at it, focusing on it, the sigilry starts to crack, and then like all the silver shatters. She kind of hops out of her chair, and she says, kind of looks at that at the vial, looks at you, looks at the vial, looks at you, and gestures. You can take it back now.
I take it back and I just smile at her.
Okay, so you have a moon goddess on your on your side. I guess that's different from most of uh, the elves that walk through here looking for it. I can tell you what I know, but it isn't much. I don't have the location for you.
Okay, well, anything would be helpful.
She nods to you and she kind of walks over to one of her shelves, pulls a step ladder, and kind of steps up onto it, searches through some books, pulls one out, uh, and she uh, opens it, says, "This is the journal of the last son of Quinellus. It is all that is left of his lineage, other than the stories and myths, and it is basically a detailing of his life. It might give you some insight on family, his birthright, or what he did in his last days, but obviously this was written and discovered before he left. All that is left in the last entry is I am to be going home with my family."
I'm gonna go, great, and I'm just gonna set about copying the entire thing out into my little notebook.
She produces a quill and another and some blank parchment, so like a pile of parchment, and uh, signs to you, um, 50 gold, and I can have it copied.
That's a little much.
I mean, you could
But
spend the next 2 days copying this yourself, or it can be done for you in the next 5 hours.
50.
Rare book.
Are you willing to throw in some teleportation sigil?
Uh, give me a persuasion check. Nice.
That's not even my final form.
She smirks at you, says, "Yes, I can give you one teleportation circle. Someplace you want to go?"
Yeah, if you know of one near the grandfather tree in the wood.
She looks at you and smiles, nods. She goes over to a book in the corner and starts to rifle through it.
The high forest, that's the word.
Yep.
Grandfather tree in the high forest.
Yep. She uh, copies over onto some parchment, onto like a little card for you, and passes it off to you.
Unless you know of one in the Star Mounts.
She shakes her head, gestures at you. Sorry, dear. No one knows. No one's lived in the Star Mount. The tomb is something that is really only for the uh, Quinellus clan, and they're all gone.
Alright, well that's gonna have to do me for today. Thank you so much.
I'll have the young man provide this copy for you in a few hours. Unless you'd like my assistant to bring it to you.
No. I'll come get it.
All right. Okay. She, she kind of gestures for you for the door.
And if you need anything, once this entire mess is over with, just let me.
I'll keep you in mind, Moonblade.
I'm gonna leave. I got a new sir.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Hey man, that saves me 2 high level spells and 5 hours of travel.
Wait, what spells is it saving you?
Teleportation circle.
No, she gave you the location of one.
No, I asked her for the teleportation circle.
That would cost her time to make. She doesn't just have circles to give you. I thought you were asking for the location of a circle.
No, I just wanted essentially the sigils to be able to write it, to be able to go to it.
Right, which requires you to cast the teleportation circle spell with the sigils.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she
But
gave
I
you
don't
the
have to.
she gave you the sigil. Get there.
Right. So instead of flying on my broom there,
Yeah.
teleporting back to Silvery Moon, grabbing everybody and teleporting back to the High Forest.
Uh-huh.
I can
You
just
can just go
teleport
the
us
one
all straight
way.
there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. It saves you 1 teleportation and 5 hours of travel.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Which is a good use of that 30.
Sure. It is actually. All right.
Is Nightmake still there? When
Yeah,
I get down there?
Nightmake. Do you wait that long? Do you wait a 5 to 10 minute conversation?
Yeah, you come down and you just see me playing with a small flame, just snapping and making it change colors, like, and then just over and over.
There's
This
actually
is
a
the
good
library.
Yeah, someone eventually does come up to you, like right as Famous is about to get back. Says, "Young man, this is a library. Put out that flame this instant."
You should just start walking closer to the books when they tell you that.
Oh wait, actually, something interesting. You get bored, and you decide to start producing this flame. The first time you do it, you get a little spark, but no flame emits, and you can't make a flame after that.
Oh, anti-magic going.
Yeah. Specifically for fire. There's a couple of
What about
anti-magics in the city.
dimension doors?
Do you try Dimension Door?
No.
Okay. There are specific anti-magic auras in Silvery Moon that you need certain kinds of permissions to be able to do. One of them you just learned about, which is fire.
Especially in the library.
Especially in the library. But that's true citywide. I think there are places that can make magical fire in the forge, technically.
Well, since my flame thing doesn't work,
You could always ask about it.
nah.
Sure. Not his way.
From what I got from Dustin, he's not gonna fucking ask.
Dustin never asked anything.
I guess I'll be wandering the library.
Okay.
So 10 minutes later, I'll be somewhere.
Yeah, you go looking for him in the same place and don't find him, Famous.
I leave.
You do
I'm
find
just kidding.
your half orc gentleman, and he goes, "Oh, miss, before you go, I found all these books for you," and it's like 20 books high that he's like balancing in one hand.
Oh, how sweet! And I pat him on the cheek.
You're welcome.
I take a moment to write down the titles
Okay. Yeah,
in
most
case
of
they
them
prove
are.
useful later.
This one
And I'm
is
gonna ask
a
him.
retelling.
Sorry.
Most of them are like myths and legends. One of them is like a retelling of a retelling of Quinellis uh, family histories. Um, they're not great works of documentation.
Uh, yeah, this is great. Do you know where to find any teleportation circle sigils?
Oh, uh, yeah, yeah.
Could you go find some of those for me, please?
Oh no, I'm not allowed. Uh, in her office. No. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, they're all in her office.
Yeah. Yeah. She keeps those under tight wraps.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yandal is really smart. She knows a lot. Has a lot
Her
in
name
her
was
office.
Yendal.
Yep. Yendal. But I could go ask the I could go ask High Librarian Yandal if she can let me have some for you.
Oh, you should get them for you and then just share them with me.
Huh, huh. Okay, I'll go do that. Kind
All
of
right. I'll
walks
see you
away.
tomorrow.
Okay, you'll meet me right here this time
As soon as
tomorrow.
I can in the next couple of days.
But you
I
said
might not be back for a while.
tomorrow.
I did, but then I realized I'm going somewhere, so I might not be back for 2 days.
How about the day after then?
Well, keep checking back.
Okay, I look forward to our date.
Yeah.
Uh, what's your name?
Oh, me? I'm just a famous celebrity.
Oh,
And I walk out.
uh, bye, famous celebrity.
And then I cast message at Nightmare. I have that on this character, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cast message at Nightmake. And I'm just like, all right, I'm outside. There you go.
You might make you do find a book that contains lots of different uh, appointments and whatnot, including Kyo. I don't know. How do you fucking say that word? Anyone got a guess?
Wait, which word?
Kyotans.
Kyotums?
Kyotums.
Yeah, that's not that. That's like Kyoto.
Kyotums
Kyotums.
Oinhans.
Sure.
Basically, you get glass that has you can create an ointment that um, regains hit points, cures poison, and cures disease. It's kind of a random amount in the depending on the purity of the aloe jar, but you can make it now if you'd like. It
Awesome.
basically gives you the recipe on how to create it. You know, kind of that you could get most of these ingredients area if you needed to.
Cool. And I guess I go meet Famous outside.
Okay.
Learn anything?
Well, I've got his journal and I have the actual direct teleportation circle, so some things. While I was waiting for Nightmake, I started. Oh, wait, I don't actually have the journal yet. I have to come back at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to pick up this, and I gotta pick up my broom at the end of the day.
Okay. Anything else you two do?
I guess I'm gonna go gather materials to make the new ointment that I learned.
You want help?
I asked Famous. I'm gonna go
Yeah, I'm
make
down.
an ointment. I need to gather materials. Would you like to join?
We should see if there's another smaller bounty around here.
I did ask for a big one. I can find a gathering one that would align with what we're trying to find anyway.
You go to the starting area, look for simple quest you haven't completed yet, and find something that says bring it back, 5 squirrel pelts or whatever.
Yep.
Or
Sounds
15
good.
squirrel pelts.
Well, I mean, like, is there anything that's slightly less than a Hydra but more than a
Yeah, I know what
squirrel
you mean.
pelt?
I know what you mean. Um, uh, give me investigation checks, both of you.
That's a good investigation for me.
Not bad. Uh, uh, so you guys find
Monstars.
the Monstars. See, what are you in? Forests? Swamp?
We're in forest. Unless we're gonna go wandering to swamps. So by that we found aloes. It could be aloes
Might be some,
in swamps.
but let's see.
I guess it matters also what we're hunting. So I guess we'll pick something that we know the area
Yeah.
that we'll find it.
Well, that's not helpful. What? That's a weird one. Come back to that. That's cool though.
I'm scared. What did you randomly roll?
uh, a a bar guest, which has a weird feature called fire banishment. That says when the bar guest starts his turn engulfed in flames that are at least 10 feet high or wide, you must it must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be instantly banished. Instantaneous Instantaneous burst of flame, such as a red dragon's fire breath or a fireball spell. Um, although instantaneous bursts of flame do not have this effect on the Vargas. So like a wall of flame would banish it. Just funny as hell.
So it's that fire thing from Final Fantasy.
No, like well, I guess it's kind of like four-legged creature beast thing. Um,
I guess while you're rolling that, I'll roll survival for the ointment.
ah, there are a couple owl bears in the area that have been causing problems, and someone wants some owlbear feathers for ritual. So
Cool.
they'll pay you 700 to kill both the owlbears and bring back their. They want you to bring back all four of their
Let's
forearms.
do it.
Alright, tracking owlbears.
All right. Yep. You find in the area the area the owlbears are in. You're able to track them down and find their nest. They find their den. Sorry. And you're able to, both of you are able to deal with it pretty easily. They're dangerous, but not so dangerous the two of you can't deal with it. I'm not even going to really have you combat unless you want to.
Sounds
but
good.
And as far as gathering the supplies, you have enough for a single jar's worth to make the ointment, the Kyotom's ointment.
Yeah.
So we get, you said how much? 700, so 350 each?
Yep.
I made 350 gold and sweet talked myself into a diary today. Would y'all?
Hey, yeah, four uses of that ointment's pretty good.
Alright. So that's all done. So that's day 2.
All right. The boys are going back to town.
Me and the boys. No.
Boys are back to town. Boys are back to town.
I was about to sing that.
Never left town.
About to go to a new town. Boys, go
Yeah.
back to Dragon Town.
Could just go to the Dragon Town.
The song is
guys.
breaking
It's
down.
Great.
All right. So what are the three of you guys doing next after leaving the Temple of Hell?
Well,
House Invincible.
I'm gonna head to the teleport circle.
You're really going straight to the vote circle?
I'm going.
You're not
I
gonna go
have to
to.
report there.
That's true. They want you to see you immediately, don't they?
Probably.
Yeah.
Has been a while.
Oh God.
You guys can come along, or I can solo it up.
Let's say you take the teleportation sickle there. Do you know how to get back?
Uh, can I write it down?
Do you want Famous to come with you so that she can get y'all home?
Hmm.
Because they
How
have a
long would it
teleport.
taken you to do what you guys were doing?
That's true. We might have just gone without them since you were in the library hunting owl bears.
Well, the owlbear hunting I don't think would have taken us more time than the library. The library was like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Albor thing probably. Well, good survival rolls. I'd say up to 3 hours.
I mean, I guess we can wait.
It's not like I made that appointment now. I just rolled it for it.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Well,
make it later.
I was gonna say, do the the platinum cadre have people who can use this teleportation circle? Since apparently they have one there.
Likely.
Okay.
Dragonborns are pretty good with magic.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have capability to teleport us
Yeah.
back.
That's true.
As long as we gotta write it down.
One of your exiles. I mean, you could probably ask the people there to write it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone please, on the map, put thingies. Like just, I don't know, chalk it up, put some charcoal on the ground, little paper.
They for
Let's put a box, get inside, and write return to sender.
yeah, no, you can get them. They basically give you like a plate, like a brass plate that has the code on it.
Uh-huh. Is that how it works?
No, it's just so that you it won't get destroyed if you drop it in water or
Right.
like it's basically that someone else can use that to teleport to here.
Yeah.
However, it needs to be scheduled because the circle isn't always open because the city is different. Another anti-magic field of teleportation on it.
Oh.
This is why there's only one circle in the city, and it is managed and costs money.
Oh.
Because they need to be able to turn off the magic field, or the anti-magic
Gotcha.
field, and activate the.
Yeah, okay.
So you basically, if you ask for the runes to get back, someone will hand you a brass plate with runes on it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can do that. I don't know. Do you guys want to wait? Do you guys want to come along?
I wouldn't mind coming along.
All right.
Let's go.
I guess we'll regroup back at Travort's place and wait.
Let's go to the shrine and wait.
Shrine? What shrine?
My shrine, the forge.
Wait, your temple is here in this city? Oh.
Yeah, the forge is the temple of Morden at the same time, or shrine of Morden at the same time.
How many goddamn temples are in the city?
A lot.
I mean,
Everyone's here.
It's a major city, right? Yeah, it's a major city.
Yeah.
Alright.
The major city that is a multi multiracial city as well. It's a mainly human and elven but community, but there's a high dwarven population. There's other
Halfling.
there's halflings and gnomes and.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess we should check out your.
You're not the only dragonborn you've seen in the city.
I am the only dragonborn, right?
No, there's been there was one other one that you saw at one point. He was a guard traveling with the merchant band. You guys are super rare, but it's a big enough city that you've even seen a dragonborn in it.
Merchants come by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna start reading
All
on
right.
this
I'll sit
hammer.
there then. I'm gonna re-enter the channel because it's
All
getting
right.
bad again.
So give me a investigation check with advantage, Trevork.
You know what? Before I do this, I know what I'm gonna do while I'm searching.
Ah. Aha. $18, and then
Wait.
D4.
Let me do my D4. Oh.
Wah, wah.
19.
Well, and in any case, 19's not bad. So, yeah, you kind of pour over the the religious texts and things like that your temple does have. Again, most of what this temple has is like the things to make magic items. Like they have like the ingredients and like arcane runes and designs and whatnot. The
Yeah.
artificer's notes or whatever to make magic, physical magic items. So most of their literally limited collection of books and scrolls is about those things. But some of it is religious texts about Morden and his works throughout history. And one of the oldest known works, or believed to be known works, is this Hammer of All Souls. It's only been seen at like major moments in history, like when dwarven cities have fought off some great evil or they've won some great war. It's kind of shown up either in the according to stories, in the hands of some great hero or their leader or the person in charge. Every once in a while, like it's attributed to going to the head blacksmith of the forging community within the dwarven city. That could just be that the blacksmith, a lot of the based on like the stories you're reading, is like he just created a really powerful hammer for himself. That's what happened. Those stories don't seem to match up with what it's supposed to be able to do. But what you do know is the last time it was seen was in the dwarven city of Mirabar. The last time it was known to be seen, and it was lost in a battle with the Underdark. It's not known if and that was a battle that like you guys won, quote unquote, but like barely held the tide against evil, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also
like today.
it also required you guys to collapse paths between the surface and the Underdark just to cut them off, to stop that tide from coming.
So I'm not going down there anytime soon.
That path to the Underdark is pretty blocked, and you're not. No one knows if, like, because it keeps like disappearing after these great battles. It's
Oh, you're not even there.
it's doesn't. You don't know if it's like if Morden is taking it back after things are good, or if someone's squirreling it away, or if it's being stolen, or if during that time it was taken by the Underdark. You don't really know.
That makes sense.
At least not with the information you have here.
All right.
Mirror Bar might be able to tell you more.
Oh my God. it's going
Conveniently, we
wrong.
know somebody from Mirabar.
Yeah, we do. Time to use another setting spell.
But it is a powerful weapon,
Yeah.
and something that like makes magic items easily, like simplifies the process, or seems to imbue the attuned wielder with knowledge of how to create various magical items without having access to the maybe it might give some of the component parts, it might give the schematics or whatever, the knowledge of the schematics seems to make them prepared for whatever is they need.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, it has the whole needs to be a follower of Morden, needs to be a dwarf. Like it's only ever been these people that have wielded. Those with cleric powers seem to be empowered by it.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think I checklist most of those.
Yeah, pretty sure you do. I don't think we've gotten a blood test on the whole dwarven thing, but
You're basically more than incarnate.
Oh my god, are you Morden?
No, last time I checked, I was not more than.
It is at least known to be at least a +2 warhammer made of adamantine.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not that that means anything in this edition, but in previous editions it totally did.
I forgot. This is what? It's a 3.5.
What did it mean
right?
in previous editions?
Adamantine weapons, one, make it more valuable or harder to make, but let's see. I know armors gave like armor or damage reduction. It also made it harder to break. Um, gave a natural +1 enhancement on attack rolls, and the armor check penalty of adamantine. Armor is lessened by 1. It just basically was like near impossible to break adamantine things.
Oh shoot, adamantine. Apparently, in 5th edition, adamantine makes it whenever an adamantine weapon or piece of ammunition hits an object, the hit is a critical hit. Okay.
Oh, really? Where does it say that?
I think it says apparently in Xanathar's page 78.
Oh,
I need to look at that page.
hey.
This is from a forum, so
78.
I need to fact check that.
I have it right in front of me.
Oh, nice.
Adamantine weapons. Ultra hard metal found in meteorites, extraordinary mineral veins. Being craft metals also used for weapons. Many weapons and ammunition made of or coated with adamantine are unusually effective when used to break objects. Whenever an adamant weapon or piece of ammunition hits an object, the hit is a critical hit. So if you use it to break something, it'll break it.
So if I hit someone in their armor piece in the chest, it'll probably break it.
Yep. A version of a melee weapon or of 10 pieces of ammunition costs 500 gold pieces more than the normal version. Whether or not the weapon or ammunition is made of the metal or coated with it. Cool.
Alright, that's interesting.
Yeah. So crit to break stuff.
Because I'm pretty sure most people play like I'm gonna hit the armor and break is like what?
Yeah.
Alright, that's nice to know. Alright, I did my research. Let's see.
Cool.
Guess I could start thinking about what to message Arlen's friend.
Alright. While he's thinking of that, what are you guys doing? You guys gonna meet up and all travel to Timanther?
Sure.
How long do we expect this trip to take?
Probably just a day at most, right? Right, Dragon? Right?
I have no idea.
Oh boy.
Do you think you're gonna need me to talk you out of things?
I can talk myself out of things.
As long as we return within 2 days, it's fine.
We gotta return faster than that.
Within 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have 10 days. Should be enough time.
Well, they still have their stuff to do.
Yeah.
We still have the whole what's it called? Hold up. You still want to get the Moonblade too.
Is my broom and the manuscript done yet?
Yeah, if you guys wait till the end of the day, both those things can be completed.
I
You
mean, if
guys
we
willing to
wanna
wait that long?
Uh, how much time would that be?
5 p.m.
What time is it now?
If Trevork did his reading, that's 3 p.m.
We can wait 2 hours. The teleport circle doesn't close in a specific time, does it? Or when does it close?
No, they can they can open it and have it port out anytime you want
okay.
it to. Coming back's a different story.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean,
Only
if
doing
the-
hours of operation.
well, I mean, if Trevork's here, he can always send a sending. Hopefully,
Yeah.
get someone to open it up from
Yep.
this side.
Wait, you mean your wait, what wait, what do you mean this side?
Well, they have. They only open it during certain times.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, they block it.
Yeah.
I assume.
This trip of yours, do you think we'll run into any conflicts?
Hoping not, but you never know.
Because I still have my normal bow at the moment. I prefer not to engage in a Hydra fight.
We shouldn't have. Don't think we should be fighting any Hydras, but I can't guarantee anything.
The spell goes wrong. You
I don't know
teleport. You teleportation circle into a den of hydras.
Oh no!
Or worse, like a black dragon lair.
I should have seen it coming.
Into a den of hydras that is the zoo of a black dragon.
A den of Hydra black dragons.
Black dragon hydras.
Oh
The
no!
black dragon has 7 heads.
That's bad.
Each with its own breath weapon.
When's your
No.
weapon gonna be ready?
In 2 days.
Yeah, no, we're not waiting for that.
Okay, but like 2 hours.
2 hours, yes.
Okay, so I go pick up the. I pick up the manuscript, the diary, and I pick up my.
What was the last thing you pick up?
My broom.
Broom. Ah, right.
Alright, in those 2 hours, I guess 1 hour I'll make the ointment. The other hour I will attempt to make a healing potion.
Okay. Yeah, you make one. Make another greater. Or you can make 1 greater or 2 minor.
I'll make a greater.
Okay.
Wait, you can make healing potions?
It actually
You're
takes
often
longer
doing
than
it
that,
all the
but
week.
I'm lazy about his like how long it actually takes. So
Does it take that long? I thought just grinding up herbs and putting it into a bottle and have it soak.
No,
nope.
it's a magic item, so it takes a while.
Takes
Oh.
an uncommon magic item is uh uh 1 work week.
Wow.
Why'd you let me
However,
spend that much money on potions then?
because it'll take him even longer to make the other potions.
Because he needs to gather the ingredients, which he may not always get.
Chief Famous is angry.
I mean, he can't make that many potions in one sitting anyway.
Right.
I think there is literally a class, so you can like make it in a quarter of the time, and none of us have that class. The goddamn alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says it takes a quarter of the normal time and half the cost.
Damn, not even quarter? I mean, not even half?
No,
Doesn't say.
It takes a quarter of the time, so it takes.
So yeah, it's half
Oh,
of
the
half
quarter
of
of the time. I thought I said reduces a quarter of the
that.
time.
No,
Like,
it takes only a quarter of the
I'm like,
So
that's,
1 work
that's
week being
evil.
5 days would be about a day and a half.
Yep,
Or
and only costs.
it'd be about 12 hours.
Yeah, and then it's like what, half the cost as well.
Right. Which is about 100 gold. But screw that. Boring. It's boring. We don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for
Yeah.
that. He's got his
No
own
one
way
has-
of making potions, and it's different and better. He just doesn't tell anybody. Nobody ever
I don't
asked.
make it for profit.
Alright. Alright, you guys wait till the end of the day. Collect the broom and the book. And each other. And head to the Mage's Temple. Whatever his name is.
All right, I do not remember the name of Arden's friend. It's been God knows how long.
Bruldenthar?
Oh, yeah, that's right, it's Bulnathar.
How I remembered that, don't ask me, but
I think you probably talked.
I think I did it recently. Yeah, I think during the last, while you guys were at Graveell Keep, you guys messaged Bruldenthar.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not using his name anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Message at least.
Alright, so you guys are heading to Dimantha. The Platinum Cadre.
Yeah.
And
One of the
I will
mages
do this.
at the temple opens up the portal, and you all go through.
I hop on my broom.
Yeah, you broom through. Broom.
I will never do anything else ever again.
I paid
Never
the toll.
walk. Your legs will go, like, will waste away for lack of use.
Oh, wait a minute. Is the hammer also a legendary item?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Why?
I'll do it later.
What's oh yeah, okay. Okay. You all arrive in a circular room that is lit by torchlight and has a number of that all of the walls are covered in dragonborn skulls. Each wall has skulls just basically looking at you, fashioned into the wall. There are torches on sconces built into this skeletal wall, and some on like torches that are kind of on long poles, kind of on either side of the teleportation circle on the ground. As soon as the last of you walks through, the portal closes behind you. There is a fairly large iron door that is, half circled, so it's kind of arched on the top, and you see there's like a little panel in that in the center of it that kind of flaps open. You see a pair of kind of golden eyes looking through. It closes, and you hear a bunch of hear something turning, and then the door opens. There is a golden dragonborn standing there before you. That is in plate armor. That is has the symbol of Bahamut on it. On its blazoned on the chest.
I scribbled down the teleportation circle.
Yeah. He looks down at you as you're like, reading the runes on the ground, kind of scribbling them, and then looks up at Dragon. And in Draconic, he says to you, "Hail, brother, and well met. Good that you have returned. It has been far too long since you've returned to our shores."
Yes, it has been years. Do I know this guy?
He does not look familiar at first. He just kind of, it seems like he's been made aware of your situation.
Okay.
He, salutes to you and says, where did I lose? Okay. Fucking Dragonborn words. He says, Leader Darden Doreen will be meeting with you immediately. Come, follow me. And he kind of leads you into the catacombs. And I think we're going to stop there. We'll pick up next time in the catacombs of Time Anther. Thank you all for playing. It kind of was another shopping episode, but we'll stop that going forward. We'll have some more RP, and
Or will we?
Or will we? And we'll get you guys acquainted on this new part of the world you're in. You're living on the other side of the goddamn planet. That should be fun.
It's cool. I can get us home.
I dug my
can't
way
wait to shop.
to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Took a while.
It just took forever. I hope you all had a good time. We'll pick this up again next week. And it's been another session of the final Dusk campaign of D&D 5th Edition Adventure. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.